Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, we're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. Our game tonight featuring the New York Knicks as they go up against the Spurs in San Antonio. Well, for San Antonio, playing above 500 in the last few weeks, not bad. They'd like to do better. We'll see if they can add a win tonight. A few moments here before we start the game, let's talk shooting guards. Kenny, some have said the talent at that position is the weakest it's been in some time. Which young shooting guards do you think are poised to fill that void?
Well, James Harden's already there. You know, we're talking about Kobe and D Wade's departure as the top guys, so to speak. Klay Thompson, versatile shooter, defender, two-way player, as you love to call him, Ernie.
You know what you named two, Kenny? We're going to take it to
Here in San Antonio, the Tower of the Americas, standing 750 feet tall in the center of Hemisphere Park. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. And it's time for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, cooking for the Spurs in the midst of a homestand here in San Antonio. They're still compensating for the loss of Manu Ginobili.
Yeah, Kevin, that's just terrible news. Never what you want to hear or see. With an injury of that severity, it's hard to imagine we're going to see him back out there anytime soon.
And you know what? You just got to push on. I mean, really next man up. And I think they understand the situation. There's no time frame. And so they just have to adjust the rotation and try to carry on as well they can.
So the New York starting five, Prince in at point guard. Robin Lopez out there with Porzingis. Then there's a follow, and it's Anthony in at the three, the small forward. For the New York Knicks, they come in off a good outing against Dallas.
I mean, no stress in that one. The game almost looked like a shoot-around for them. Amazing at how well they shot the basketball.
And even more impressive, Greg, considering it was on the road. I mean, it's rare that you'd see a team get that hot away from home.
Now Parker, following the three-point attempt by Freak. Back to Parker. From outside the arc. Here's Duncan. Banked in off the glass.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Prince outside. He dishes it to Carmelo. Back to Prince. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
In high-quality numbers for him all season long. How about 81 from the line?
You know, there's been some improvement in his free throw shooting this year. His percentage has taken a little jump compared to last season.
He hits the second from the line. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. And Simmons kicks to Aldridge. Here's Leonard and the powerful one-handed slam.
Well, what a smart pass that time by Aldridge.
To the wing right side. There's the feed to Anthony. Lopez inside. Duncan is there. Lopez, no luck.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Parker passes to Aldridge. Here's Duncan. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Duncan's got his second bucket tonight. The Knicks have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Kicks to Carmelo. Inside. It's stolen by Duncan. Parker against the follow. And Parker, here we go. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now here's Prince.
Check out Carmelo Anthony. Points, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. With him, you get so much, but his ability to lead the way with his scoring, probably his best attribute.
An offensive powerhouse. He can just beat you in so many ways. Got to give it up for him. Much love.
San Antonio leading by 5. Down low. It's tipped. Lopez with the steal. Prince outside. Back to Aflalo. Porzingis passes to Prince. Shoots from 12. And that one hits back iron.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
Tipped away. Aldridge kicks to Simmons. Connects from three-point range.
A good open look, and he splashes home the three.
Knicks trail by 8, and Doris Burke caught up with Coach Greg Popovich. Doris?
Coach told me they're hoping to overcome the problems a player like Carmelo Anthony presents to defenses. He said Melo's combination of strength, size, and skill set make it very difficult to keep him from scoring each trip down the floor. What he is hoping for is to throw different looks at Melo to keep him out of his rhythm and to try to work from there.
Thank you, Doris. Here's Prince following the score by Tony Parker. And the shot is good.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Here's Simmons. 9 points last game out. Aldridge dishes to Simmons. And the pass to Duncan. To the inside. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Anthony. Duncan with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Duncan. And a new group in for the Knicks. San Antonio leading. And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up. Prince, he's in at the point. Derek Williams is out there with Kyle O'Quinn. And it's Stoudemire. And it's Calderon in at the 2 spot. The Spurs shooting 47%, pretty solid. And stolen by Prince. Calderon, no good. Here's San Antonio now, coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Parker drives in. Roten the pass to Aldridge.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
A lot of success from mid-range so far for them, guys. If nothing else works, they can always fall back on the jump shot.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
Kevin, he didn't hesitate that time. The D gave him a step, and he just pulled up and drained the three.
And Parker, here we go. Offensive rebound, but he stays with it. San Antonio again missing. The Knicks have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
And New York making a change here. Lopez is checked in. San Antonio's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Parker kicks to Roten. Pass to Aldridge. There's the dish to Parker. 6 to shoot from the line. Parker with another miss.
Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
Yeah, really turned it from a simple, straightforward look into a very difficult shot.
Roten kicks to Parker. Goes back up, and it's laid up and in by Aldridge.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
Now here's Aflalo. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And even 3-on-3 break. Parker kicks to Roten. Outside Aldridge. The rebound by Prince. Prince has got 4 rebounds in this game. New York moving it around. Parker left side. The baseline J. Parker with another miss.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Here's Prince. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
And checking out the stats for Aflalo, how his last 10 games have gone. He's averaging 6 points a game, 2 rebounds. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
Yeah, great hustle, does all the little things. Just a good complimentary guy to have on your team.
Anthony's checked in for New York. Prince kicks to Anthony. Back to Prince. Duncan with the block. Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Mavericks had a huge game. He had 23 points, and that was just the start of it, notching a triple-double for his effort in what was quite a display for him.
And we're through the first.
Tony, you guys have...
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far.
So far in the game for Anthony, he has 9 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
They've got Tony Parker. Aldridge out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's Duncan, and it's Simmons in at the 2. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with. Anthony up on top. The shot goes down, and it gets this game back to even. Anthony's got the first basket of the second half here for the Knicks. Spurs shooting under 40% all in all for the game. And Simmons kicks to Leonard, and it's good.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time.
Leonard with the steal. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Parker drives in. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Now it's a 4-point San Antonio lead.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
And he finishes nicely on the layup. Leonard's got 4 points in the quarter.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
Prince misses. Spurs leading by 4. In transition, here come the Spurs. Pushing it up. Duncan kicks to Simmons. The Knicks pull it in. And this matchup with the Spurs, it's their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, really a rare treat for the fans. The only time they'll get to see this matchup all season.
Inter-conference action here. 2 games in all between these two teams. It'll be fun to watch.
Aldridge a screen. Passes it to Duncan. And there's the defensive 3-second call. San Antonio shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. And the technical free throw is good. Derek Williams, he checked in for New York. Duncan down low. Lopez covering, and it's sent back by Lopez. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Anthony dishes to Prince. Another miss by Prince.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
And Duncan with the basket on the assist by Parker. 6 points for Tim Duncan.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Lopez. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
That's really told the story today, guys. I mean, throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and then finish.
More active and more physical down low. That's what's really been the difference thus far. And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
That evens the score. And it's 9 points for Freak. For San Antonio, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Simmons passes to Parker. And Simmons kicks to Aldridge. There's the pick. Shot clock at 5. It's Parker outside. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Parker. A different look for New York. Stoudemire comes in for Robin Lopez. And it's Calderon in for Aaron Aflalo. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Williams with the ball. Leonard picks him up. And a wide open look for Freak. And that misses. That would have put him up.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And the foul called up. Tony Parker's checked in for San Antonio. And New York with a change here too. Freak's checked in for Green. Calderon dishes to Williams. To the paint. Here's Prince. Can't get it to go. And San Antonio will go the other way with it.
I like the move to go 2 for 1 here.
So do I, Greg. I mean, I agree with you. They need to get a quick look and then try to get another possession after that.
Shots good by Mills. Knicks trail by 4. Prince, the pass to Calderon. Back to Prince. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Prince has got 5 points now in the card.
It's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. It's really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up. Some hang time on there.
It's tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark. Cannot hit.
And now, your Spurs dance team.
And we're set to start the action up here in the 4th quarter, and if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. And on the floor for New York here in the 4th. Prince, he's in at point guard. Porzingis is out there with Robin Lopez. Then it's Anthony. And it's Aflalo in at the shooting guard. Parker kicks to Simmons. Back to Parker. It's rebounded by New York.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
New York moving it around. Prince dishes to Carmelo. Back to Prince. And it's Anthony top of the key. Clock at 4. Prince, the pass to Anthony. From about 19 feet. Offensive rebound. Another shot. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
When you're hot, you're hot. And that's certainly been the case for Prince. He has 11 points and a huge helping of assists as well.
No doubt about it. He's the conductor, the band leader, Clark. And this offense has really performed at a high level.
Tim Duncan, he's checked in for San Antonio. San Antonio leading. And Parker, here we go. And that one's good.
He is almost money when it comes to finishing in close. Nice bucket there to increase the lead.
Here's Anthony, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That one on Parker.
Boy, perfect half at the free throw line for him. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
And Clark, those free throws need to continue if they're going to get back in this game.
So Anthony nails both of them.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
And here are the Spurs. The lead is 2. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. New York shooting 43% for the game. Prince kicks to Anthony. And there's a follow. That's good on the assist by Anthony.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
For San Antonio, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Anthony on the wing. Back to Prince. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker. Nice numbers here from Duncan. He's got 8 points, and his 2 blocks have given them a lift defensively.
No doubt about it. He's been a rim protector, and it's starting to get into the heads of their opponent.
They're starting to feel it from deep. Let's tighten up our pressure on the perimeter and make those looks tougher to get. We're going to give up the drive, but we have to rotate on the weak side to get there.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Prince dishes to Anthony. Here's Lopez. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
That's some more rugged play from them inside. They have a decent edge in rebounds thus far.
And all that hard work on the boards needs to continue because that potentially may swing the game.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich coaching his team during that last break. He is not happy with their perimeter defense, saying, guys, way too many open shots for them beyond the three-point line. We've got to press up closer and try to crowd them off the arc. Guys, we'll see if they got the message.
The wide open look here for Anthony. Anthony missing again. The Spurs have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Parker kicks to Leonard. The fader. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. New York trailing. The drive by Anthony. Shot's good. Anthony's got 4 this quarter.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Leonard with the ball. Pass to Simmons. Aflalo pulls it in. Aflalo's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Prince, the pass to Porzingis. Prince against Parker. Lopez dishes to Prince. Good D by Parker. Spurs shooting about 43% here in the fourth quarter. Outside Leonard. Dishes it to Aldridge. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. The Knicks have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Here's Anthony, and it falls over the rim and in. Anthony's got 19 points.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
And here they come. Here's Prince. New York moving the ball around. And the foul called on Freak. That's foul number 2 for him.
You know, right call. Gave the officials no choice there. I mean, they've got to make that call over the net.
Yeah, I mean, he went chest first into the man in front of him. My goodness. I'm not an official, and I could have gotten that one right.
And New York making a change here. Stoudemire's checked in. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Aldridge kicks to Parker. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist. Aldridge has got his 3rd assist on the night.
Defensively, they can't afford to back off of him that much. You don't want to be giving up easy threes, especially at this stage of the game.
Anthony with it. Leonard picks him up. Prince uses the glass to finish the layup. Prince has got 11 points here in just the second half.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Here is Parker. 1:24 left to play in the final quarter. Back to Aldridge. And stolen by Prince. And now Afflalo pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for New York.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
You know, adding on to that, you look at their block totals tonight, and you see how feisty they've been on the defensive end this game.
Robin Lopez is checked in for Stoudemire. Parker kicks to Aldridge. Back to Parker. Wide open. Money! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. Here's Prince. 50 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Parker against Afflalo. Nails it! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And that's just a great individual play right through the teeth of the defense.
Well, we can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, you got the lead. Burn some clock here.
Smart move.
Yep.
Here's Leonard. This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here.
Right wing. There's Parker with the 3. Here's Duncan. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. And he commits the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Good work at the line to stretch that lead out a little bit.
So a close game sees New York.
Well, gentlemen,
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Freak. He had a double-double and made a huge difference tonight. He never let up, and his performance really inspired the rest of his team.
He set his teammates up with the tune of 12 assists. He's got such great court vision, and tonight he was seeing the whole court very clearly.
Well, he showed us just how good he can be when he's at the top of his game. And the building was stunned. You saw people leaving early, throwing popcorn, throwing hot dogs, spilling soda. He put on a CSDP. A crowd shut down.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Excited, thrilled to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm so lucky. The action tonight out in New York as the Knicks play against the Chicago Bulls. Last outing for Chicago, unsuccessful, coming away with a loss to Phoenix. That game was high scoring. Tonight, they'll need to be better defensively. We're going to be watching Joakim Noah in this one, former Defensive Player of the Year. What he gives this team goes far beyond what you see in the stat sheet, though. And Shaq, you used to go surfing with him in Hawaii.
Surfing?
Is this correct? Is this correct?
Yeah, we had to stop because, he's a wild child. I'm out there one day. He's behind me. I fall off. When I come up, his surfboard hits me in the head. I got a gash on my head. So no more surfing with me.
Oh, that's where that gas came from?
Yeah.
What?
From him. But,
Come on,
yes,
man.
Yeah, but, he's my guy. What I like about him is his energy and presence on the floor rub off on everyone else on the team. He's an emotional leader, and the way he plays, it just motivates everybody out there. But no more surfing for me in this game.
Have you?
The Statue of Liberty beckoning brightly, a landmark feature here in New York City. Hello and welcome everyone to another exciting edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. This is a pair of teams that have had more than their share of battles over the years. The Chicago Bulls are in New York to take on the Knicks. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Yeah, it's just hard to make up when you have an inability to make free throws consistently, and that's why they ended up losing.
Yes, sir. I think some doubt started to creep in when they kept missing those foul shots. You could see them start to shy away from wanting to even go to the line.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. Gibson is the 4 with Gasol at the 5. And it's McDermott in at the small forward spot. Knicks on defense. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowd out of the game. And for every punch they took, they had a count.
I was very impressed, Greg, with the way they stood their ground, even when they were on their heels some, coming through those moments where they were backing up a bit. That's what it takes on the road. You got to show that kind of fortitude and resilience.
Prince, some solid defense from Rose.
Offensively, 1 of 4 to start. They're still trying to find their stroke.
It's tipped. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Flowers got his first 3 points of the game.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
The Bulls have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Gibson the screen. Rose kicks to Butler. Gasol, a screen on a Flalo. Butler dishes to Gasol. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
It's his first trip to the line.
And at 78%, he's been a consistent shooter at the line for them all season long.
Guys, he's slightly fallen off his pace from a year ago at the line, and those points from the stripe have been a little harder to come by. Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
Anthony, the pass to Prince. Back to Anthony. To the inside. And Gibson sends it back. And they get it back. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more.